They say one man's trash is another man's treasure, but what happens when that trash is actually dangerous? Before the break, I was on my way to confront the used car dealer who sold us a totaled flood truck with a fraudulent title for 10 times its scrap value. The insurance company is next on our visit list, so let's get back to Nightline on the Lookout. After 2 days submerged in the salty floodwaters of Superstorm Sandy, mechanics tell us that Spirit the truck is unsafe to drive.
I wouldn't even drive this truck out of here.
But we want to take it back to the man who sold it to us for 10 times more than it is worth. So we load it onto a flatbed, which gives me good cover as the tow truck driver. And we take Spirit for a little ride to D&D Auto for an appointment with salesman Jack.
Okay, I'm going to get Jack.
Erin asked him to come out to take a look at the damage she found.
In here, there's a bunch of sand.
I'm gonna have him look at it for you.
Now remember, Jack thinks I'm just the tow truck driver.
Can you give me a hand?
Yeah.
Go! But that changes when I show him video of a familiar gent. And he sees my camera crew.
Recognize this guy?
Okay. That's you.
Okay. And this is the best part. This is the part where you say, I want to be honest with you guys. How could you in good conscience sell this truck?
Listen,
with its corroding from the inside.
Listen.
You know that the airbags could pop on that thing on the highway?
I don't buy the vehicles. I just sell them. All right, are we done here?
No, we want some answers. Yeah, here's the auction sheet that shows that it was a flood.
Then Jack apparently calls the cops, but they seem mystified as to why they're even there.
You call? No, you call. Did you call?
Then a whole lot of other cars begin pulling up, their grim-faced drivers heading into the D&D offices.
One Frank, Sam uniform.
We later learn they're investigators from the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission, which we'd been talking to, and that they're suspending the dealership's license to sell cars pending an investigation. D&D later emailed us a statement saying they sincerely regret Jack's unfortunate misrepresentation of Spirit, and since his independent action is in no way reflective of our typical business practices, Jack has been fired. There is now a criminal investigation by the New Jersey Attorney General's office of the dealership, an investigation that includes cars USAA sold at auction. Because when they paid off Mike's claim, USAA became Spirit's owner. And according to New Jersey authorities, all owners must register a vehicle like Spirit as a salvage car, branding its title as damaged goods before ever selling it at auction. But USAA didn't do that. They claim Mike's title somehow got lost. And rather than ask for a new one, they told the auction house to sell the truck for parts only. But somehow, the car ended up on that used car lot for sale in one piece. Failure to obtain a salvage title is illegal in New Jersey, as it is in most states. Thanks in part to the work of Iowa's used car watchdog, other big insurers have paid millions in settlements for not branding those flood cars properly and allowing what's known in the industry as title skipping.
Who are the most egregious offenders when it comes to title skipping? Do we want to look at used car dealers? What about insurance companies?
Yeah, they do it sometimes.
Why?
Because there's money to be made.
USAA is now in an uncomfortable position. There's the ongoing criminal investigation of the dealership involving cars USAA sold at auction. And it's fending off volleys of questions raised by our story, which may explain why General Bergner decided that now might be an opportune moment to finally sit down for a friendly chat.
Why'd you decide to come talk to us today?
We've learned some things over the course of your broadcast. We've learned some things about the situation that you discovered, one that we found to be just as disturbing as you did.
Please expound.
So we have gone back through 3,872 vehicles that were the number of total losses that our members had as a result of the Sandy hurricane. And of those, we have found 174 of those cases.
174 cases in which USAA sold flood cars without branded titles at auction in New Jersey, just as it did with Spirit. It's quite possible that nearly all of those 174 are on the road today. USAA doesn't know.
That's what we're working with the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission to do, is go track down every one of those vehicles, 174, and we'll not stop until we are able to say all of them are off the road, are in the right place, which is where that Ford F-350 sits today.
Right.
in a salvage yard.
But when we went hunting before this interview,
We found a Mercedes wagon that does have a Carfax total loss
Annotation.
flood report,
Right.
but clean title.
Yeah.
And then we found a Town and Country, a Chrysler 2009, that's sold for $14,000 and is on the road in Pennsylvania somewhere today. So
Unsatisfactory.
also a Honda CR-V, now on the road in New Jersey, and a Lexus RX 330, now on the road in Pennsylvania, each sold to D&D Auto Sales at auction by USAA.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And what you guys have shined the light on is a really serious problem. We went back and looked at our process and we said, unsatisfactory. We are changing it and we will maintain that highest standard that even a parts-only sale will involve a branded title.
General Bergner is clearly set on fixing the problem that's cast his very reputable company in a very bad light. But when you look back at the sheer number of flood cars produced by a single storm, you can't help but wonder what percentage made it to the crusher and just how many are rolling down our roads.